I will say though, it's September. It does make it a little bit difficult though, this playing, to fucking hear you talk.
What?
Having this playing in the
Why would you want to
background.
listen to me anyway?
That's a great question. Usually I don't anyways.
It's fucked up.
But
Taught you everything you knew.
explains a lot. He ain't taught me much.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Oh, man.
Been more of a father fig than you could have ever hoped for, dude. I'm like a Newton right now. How much I'm a father fig. Like an old Newton, dude. If I don't get my fucking Blink-182, bitch, in like the next fucking... She's getting it, though. I wish that... Like, this is bullshit that, like, we get copywritten. We're not even monetized, bitch. What do you want? What are you taking from us other than joy, dude?
With future monetization, the videos
Right,
nobody's gonna watch.
All right, this might be it.
It might just be.
This might
Should
be it.
Better be.
It fucking... You're damn right, dude. It's fucking midnight somewhere.
All right, that was September, so hope you guys enjoyed that one.
But it's
thank
March.
You for all the follows. Thank you.
She said it was
Guys to all
September.
the
They didn't hear it,
Clapperinos,
though.
too. Thank you so much.
The
Girl,
Clapperinos,
this
dude.
is saxophone. I'm just gonna lay that down now. So also, thank you, Lisa.
Clapperinos.
The clapper. She's literally, that's my ling, dude. She's stealing my ling, dude.
Really, she's been following your chan. She's one of your 25,000 subs.
However many 6 point something.
If you have to head off, if you are gonna lurk, or
She's been taking notes the whole time.
She's also subbed to the
Because I'm
podcast,
clearly
bro.
the epitome of success. And so you would want to gather notes.
She started her fucking
my
Twitch
journey.
after you started your Twitch and took the
Right.
music idea that we had with
Right.
the beats
Right.
and just
But used a ukulele. The ooks, she calls them.
dude.
Hello, Michael.
It's a uke, but
But it's a
alright.
ook, dude.
But it's a uke, though.
It's a ook.
It's a uke, dude.
That's
It's
what
a
she said. It's a
ukulele,
ook.
dude.
It's a ukulele, dude.
It's an ukulele.
If McDoodle says it's a ukulele,
Dude, I don't give a
clearly
shit
she
about
knows how to
McDoodles,
fucking play
dude.
the thing.
I don't even know who McDoodles is, dude.
Hi Antonio. Hello. Welcome in. What
We don't really know who she is. Dude, she could be a serial killer.
She might just be.
She could be a fucking.
She might.
She seems like she.
All
might
of
be
her
the type.
instruments she got from the people
Right.
she's killed.
Right, and I don't know what's going on with Nemo, dude, but apparently when Marlon is held
She got a
captive in the
duck hanging
background,
from her mic right now, dude.
How are you?
She just hung that motherfucker.
All right, sick.
It's fucked up,
officially
dude.
Did catch up. Love that. Love
Dude.
that.
You're up,
All right,
dude.
sick.
This just-
Okay, let's see. What is?
Where's it show
we gonna
that?
play? Oh, girl, we gonna play "I Miss You" by Blink-182.
Damn,
Dude.
bro.
Yeah, terribly. Let me know. Do you want to hear this one on sax or do you want to hear this one like sung? Let me know, cause I could do it
Okay.
on either. Although I have
It's
to do it on sax.
Ocarina of Time, dude. Ocarina of Time, miss you, dude.
Was it good? Yeah, it was good. So used to saying things are good, even though you're like, wait,
Or
was
the
it
ock,
actually?
dude.
Or the oct. Is that how you spell it?
Or the ock. Oh, word. Oh, word. All right, sick. Let's play it on saxophone then, dude.
Okay.
This one's a banger on sax. Okay.
It's a banger,
on the
dude.
sax, dude. She's gonna be banging on the sax.
Did I even do that?
That's what I paid for with Amazon's money.
I don't think I could do it on ocarina.
She's gonna try it though.
Dude. That's it, dude. She's the Ocarina of Time. This is what I paid my fucking free subscription for, dude.
Wait. I guess I could do it on ocarina. Just kidding. Just kidding. I guess I could. I mean, do you guys want to hear "I Miss You" on ocarina? I don't know. Should we just do it on oc? I don't know.
Doing it on the ox, dude. Tell her to do it on the ox, dude, or give me the keeps.
Sometimes.
Oh,
Not crazy. So, yeah, I
kinda wanna-
okay, I
you heard it on the
thought maybe
oc,
it was
though.
gonna be
Now I wanna
in
hear all the
C,
sax,
but
you
honestly,
know?
It's true.
I'm pretty it's literally in C, so love that. All right, cool. Yeah, screw it. Let's do an ocarina. And yeah, we play ocarina here. So yeah, it's honestly one of my favorite instruments. Then again, like between sax and ocarina, like it's hard to choose. I don't know. It depends.
I don't
on
know
what
if we
it is,
can
but-
get copyright struck on this though, because we
Why
did
am I
pay
not
for it.
copyright?
You know,
Well,
we
yeah,
paid
but
for service
fucking
now.
YouTube doesn't give
I
a
want some
fuck.
Ponur. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, it's I don't know. It sounds like similar-ish, but you know, not exactly. Not exactly.
Are you gonna play it or what, dude? This is
Hello,
not-
Vero. Hi,
question,
Queen. Hello. How are you? What is poppin'? Please, you're talking about yourself.
I don't have that energy.
You.
Can we? Hello,
Alright, yeah,
what's going
let's
on?
do this.
First
I think
one
it'll be
shot,
fun.
win
I know.
models in the
Has anyone
chat.
ever
What's
played "I
up?
Miss You" by Blink-182 on ocarina? This might be a first. I don't know.
We're breaking
Let's do it.
ground
We are,
on the
dude.
history of the McDoodle Twitch
She's
channel.
gonna be able to add.
And she's welcome.
The ocarina pick
Right,
to this. One, dude.
right,
She's
dude,
gonna be
making
able to add
more
it, bro.
months, and I feel like it might be the most impressive, dude. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Hold on. Just got debated. That was a warm up.
Dude.
Hold on. It's me, Michael C. I've played her on the air guitar.
That's fire. That's it though. That's the background part. She's fucking killing it on the Ocarina of Time right now on some I Miss You Blink-182 type of shit. Who the fuck in the world has ever played the ocarines for the Blink-182s, dude? This is history in the making, and most y'all out there cannot even appreciate it. Dude, bring it back, dude. She's not done yet, dude. We're commenting, dude. I was playing along, dude. Yeah, they were gonna copyright us for my part because I was very accurate. I need somebody and always the 6 strings darkness comes creeping on, so haunting every time. The webs from all the spiders creeping all over the fucking stew. Like, what? I feel like this is... Dude, she's fucking killing it, dude. On the Ocarina of Time alive,
So she didn't even
bro.
know if she could do it, bro. She's out here doing it.
She's done it before. She's a lion whore. They all say that. This is the first time, I swear. Right? Dude, fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah. Was it worth the hour of work
It was-
and the extra half hour?
I honestly think
45 minutes of waiting for it.
I'm rather impressed, to tell you the truth. Like,
More
I
than
honestly,
45 minutes
before
waiting for
tonight,
it.
did not even legitimately know that the Ocarina of Time was a
That's
legitimate
true.
instrument
That's
that people could play. And now I'm hearing I Miss You from Blink-182, which is a great song, on the Ocarina of Time, which I never even realized existed or was
Which I think
possible.
that actually is the Ocarina of Time, dude.
Yeah,
It's got the fucking triangles and shit on it, dude.
it is. It is the actual as seen in-game IRL version of the Ocarina of Time, dude. This is Twitch history.
And she's been using it to waste our time for 2 hours now.
Listen, but this is the
waiting for
greatest
song to be
content
played.
this channel might have ever produced.
Oh, man.
This is a collab. We could put it in our bio now that we collaborated with fucking the big dudes.
McDoodle, dude.
Hell it's up. Dude, she's killing it.
Oh, man.
She's fucking killing it, dude. It makes me think that it's all fake, dude. The fucking Ocarina of Time this bitch is playing.
Yeah.
That's impressive, dude.
I can't even play it on the
Impressed.
Geek,
Give me
bro.
the fucking. I gotta tell her it is solid as fuck, dude. Or tell her.
Jump onto your original
I
account.
can't, dude. I can't. It's too much logging in and out, dude.
Got
Just
this,
tell her
bro.
I say that was fucking amazing, dude. Or fucking let me say, because that's fucking.
You guys enjoyed that.
That's fucking
All right,
sick.
cool. That was I Miss You. So that sound okay on Ocarina. What did you guys think? Be honest. To be honest. So Dainty and Salt. I know, right? Dude, I know. Honestly, Ocarina, like, it's Pog, man. It's Pog. I feel like instead of hearing...
Should I
The
tell her to go
Ocarina.
watch our reaction on the podcast channel tomorrow at 4 p.m.?
Like, oh, wow, this is kind of like a lullaby now. Weird.
You should. Shameless self-promotion. At least somebody might.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for the claps, you guys. Thank you. Cool. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Oh, hi, Bloka. Oh, hi. Hello.
Dude, we're
Thank
potentially
you. Thank you for the
2,000
kind
people.
words.
We could be
Dragon. Thanks, Tactical
shamelessly-
Channel. Thanks, dude. Thanks, guys. Dude, that was cool. That was good request. Really, really good request.
You're welcome. You're welcome for making Twitch history.
Scrolling. up a little bit. Hey, hi, Heinous. Hello, welcome in.
Where are you?
Thank you.
And I'm so sorry.
Or we're just setting ourselves up right now for a copyright strike.
Right.
She'd be so pissed.
Very, very chill, just very,
Especially
very
after she
nice.
sees our reaction and you call her bitch 10 times.
I didn't mean to call you a bitch. It wasn't anything personal. It's just because I don't know your names individually. Holla if you hear me now.
Also, I don't know if I could do, dude.
But no, for real, that was fucking sick as shit. That was sick as shit, dude. I'm a huge Blink-182 fan. They're my favorite band to Evs, dude. I grew up skating to that shit. And, like, to hear Blink-182 played damn near flawlessly on the fucking Ocarina of Time, bro. Incredible.
Low key. It's kind of a. I feel like people say that though. I don't know if that's like I'm me saying. Anyways.
Either way.
Yeah, that would be kind of funny though.
I don't think she saw our
We
comment.
came, we saw, we conquered. Somebody saw the com, dude, and they're subscribing right now, dude, because they don't want to miss it. They don't want to miss it. Just like you, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Links all in the description box below. Make sure you check it out. But I'm gonna go take a piss now that we've accomplished what we came. We came, we saw, we conquered. We got a free Amazon subscription Prime membership to get a fucking. It was a team effort, dude. It took two. Two is one is none, three's even better. Always remember that, people.
So when I play those super low notes.
But while we're talking about Twitch people.
Okay, shout out to the Twitch. We're doing Twitch shout out.
He
keeps getting clapped, dude. Jack, what are you doing, dude? He's just jacking around all day.
Well, it's cat, it doesn't matter if you die, which is why he's scared to fucking play Tarkov with us.
Yeah, dude. Imagine where it doesn't matter that you die. Shout out to the Jack of Pots, dude.
This dude's watching die.
Shout out to
Wait
him.
for him to die, dude. Once again. He should be subbed now because he told me yesterday to send the fucking links to the YouTube channel.
Sub to what? This?
Oh, you bastard.
He better be. I'm gonna be pissed.
He's not.
Why are you running?
He's not. Even if he did, he's
Did
not
he get his
watching.
ass?
Even our subs we've had from the start.
Look finer.
Probably don't
No.
watch this shit.
Right.
I get what's called an undercut.
He gets an undercut, dude.
What?
And I let
Imagine
the
getting
top
clapped, dude.
grow the fuck out.
Oh man, this dude's fucking nuts. But dude from the fucking shop, known him for a while. Damn near died multiple times.
Is this a dude with the scorpions?
No, different dude that had the scorpions. This dude just had a bunch of snakes, then ended up with some fucking getting a hernia 4 times in a row. Got it fixed, got it back, got it fixed, got it back.
How the
fucking
fuck do you get a hernia?
He couldn't fucking keep off of work. He kept going back to work and fucking himself up. But then he ended up, at the end of it, with literally fucking tubes coming out of his body into a sack to collect the blood from the internal bleeding outside of his body.
That's disgusting.
And, like, every time I saw him, like, I was literally surprised.
I appreciate that don't try to me fucking Beavis and Butthead.
Yes. But, no, dude's fucking... And then he fucking ran into a deer on his motorcycle.
Sick?
And kept riding the bike to work. Because he was afraid... He was afraid... No, he didn't fall off the bike. He hit the motherfucker. Fucked up his leg real bad. Still continued his drive to work. Said he had somebody to take him to the hospital when he got off his bike. It's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, but how come he sucks at Call of Duty?
I don't know, dude.
Tarkov, bro.
That's a question you have to ask.
Everybody plays Tarkov, dude. Just fucking play it, bro.
He keeps telling me, every time I mention it, he tells me I gotta buy the game for him. I can't
tell him to buy us Call of Duty, bro.
Yeah, for real. So we can show him what's up. But this is the dude that fucking jumped onto my first Twitch stream the other day, did a raid, brought a bunch of his viewers over to fucking watch my shit for a little bit. So shout out to him. Appreciate it. I'm sure he will be doing it again at some point because he's just a cool dude. But he's fucking nuts. And I'm still shocked he's alive. He's just a weird dude. Even weirder is his fucking comms, dude. I just want to know if this chick ever actually saw our comm telling her to go check out the reaction. Oh, man. I didn't see any other comms about it, though. Unfortunately. We'll find out when she comms tomorrow. Talking about take this shit down. I don't want my face in your video. Who the hell are you guys? What the hell's wrong with y'all? Or she actually has been a viewer forever. It'd be hilarious. She's about to slide up in TT's DMs and shit. Be funny as hell. But, again, though, if you ever get bored, just go start strolling through fucking Twitch, dude. Some weird shit. You start clicking on random ass people. It's interesting. There are a lot of interest. I'm sure you could do the same thing on YouTube, though. Probably how half of you fucks found us on here. Which I appreciate it still. Especially if you sucked. But I don't know how motherfuckers, especially just random ass people, just come across our YouTube channel. And even worse, his YouTube channel. And fuck it.
I gotta come back.
And stick around.
I gotta come back. To you talking the spits, dude. Talking mad spits, dude.
Yeah, bro.
For no reason.
Because, as I was saying, you come across some weird ass people on Twitch just watching random videos, right? And you could probably do the same shit on YouTube, though, which is probably how half of our fucking viewers got here. And what the fuck is wrong with them for sticking around?
Right.
Especially on this channel, but even worse, your channel.
Yeah, but it makes me think even more so that, like, maybe we're the one thing in their lives that, like, breeds some sense of normalcy.
Maybe.
And they're the fucked up ones.
That is concerning. If we are considered normal.
If we're the old American Idol, what kind of army and or cult are we working with?
Yeah, it's...
It's
concerning. It's concerning.
But either way, love y'all. Glad you're here.
Yeah, don't leave. Stick around for a while.
Right.
But...
only for selfish purposes, of course.
Yeah.
At least for Scales. He's only in it for the money.
Yep. Hit up that merch link in the description.
You still owe me half that, whatever the fuck it was.
Half of what? I didn't get no money.
Neither the fuck did I.
Where the fuck's it at?
It's only like a couple bucks.
I know.
I have no idea. Tell you the truth.
I think this shit's still hooked up to your fucking...
I don't know if we could fucking even cash out unless it's a certain amount.
Yeah, I don't know how it works.
It's been a long time. They banned me off it, so I don't know how it works anymore.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like unsearchable, dude. When you type in Teespring, it doesn't even fucking come up.
Yeah.
Like as a normal website.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's definitely weird, dude.
Do we want to talk about something else?
We do. We should talk about something else, dude.
Something else.
Shout out to the McDudes. But
shout out to the Jackopotamus.
The Jackopotamus, dude. Shout out to the Jackopotamus. Make sure, though, even more so than both those people that are far more successful, make sure you shout out the Terribly_Tactical_ Twitch live stream.
Even more so and more successful, the Tactical_Scales on Twitch. Oh, man.
We're just Twitch streamers now, dude. We don't even care about the podcast or the Terribly Tactical Channel.
Focusing the podcast on Twitch this whole time.
Right, we quit.
Dude,
we're just trying to...
We're trying to get it into your heads. You need a Twitch account.
We don't get censored over on Twitch, so you guys got to follow us over there, kind of like Rumble. But Rumble still censors people, and so does Twitch. But like you got to follow us here now for exclusive content.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way. Make sure you follow us everywhere. Why would you not follow us everywhere, dude? Is what I'm saying. Also, reminder, iGold March 29th, motherfuckers. If you're from Illinois or even if you're not, if you're close enough, fucking check it out. And, we got to do our part. That's part of doing our part.
Dude, all I'm saying is, why did you buy this, not the TK cock M60 night vision goggles, dude?
I looked at it.
It has the mount even, bro.
I looked at it, and then that's
you just have a TK cock in your face all night.
The cock. Because it sounds extra Chinese, but like very aggravated. It sounds. But so speaking of the going and fighting for your Second Amendment, dude. They're much like I've been talking about a lot for a little while now. Most bad shit happens in the dark, right? Can't shoot what you can't see. Yeah. And when it comes down to fighting tyrannical beings, right, they have all the control, all the money, all the power, and all the technology at their disposal. So if you don't have some type of night fighting capability, which very well could be just a white light.
Yep.
Good to go. That being said, you are limited by only having the white light. The white light is, in and of itself, exclusive to, like, the bare minimum. Like, that you need and even still, there's so many people that don't understand that concept, don't even have a weapon light on their gun. Whether it's a handgun or a rifle or a shotgun or whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh, well, you're going to give away your position. Well, yeah, but that's why you get night vision. But if you can't afford night vision, or you're not going to get night vision, or whatever the fuck it is, and even then, You're giving away your position to other people that have night vision. But
and regardless, like, night vision isn't an absolute either.
Right.
It's all digital, same as a fucking flashlight, but you gotta have backups to your backups.
Right.
You know.
Right, and like you should, even with a completely and totally, you got GPMVGs, quad nods, fucking the whole kit and setup and everything, and you got 1 million batteries and fucking whatever. Even if it perfectly works, dude, even if it works perfectly and there's no issues whatsoever, there's still going to be a situation where you're going to need that white light. Yep. So a white light is step 1 to night vision, period. Anyway, whether it's a handheld, it's on your pistol, okay, this is my carry gun. Most people don't carry a gun with a light on it. This has a Streamlight TLR7 sub on it. I can see in the dark with the light, okay? The red dot gives me night sighting capabilities, which gives me night fighting capabilities. Same thing with the night sights on the gun. But yeah, I mean, that's bare minimum. And again, you can do it with a handheld fucking like this or fucking whatever you're doing, the cigar shit, whatever the fuck. You know, you could duct tape it to the outside of a rail and fucking run it. I don't care, but you need to be able to see in the dark to some capacity. The problem with white light is that everyone else can see it, whether they got nods or not. And so for certain circumstances, again, fighting against tyranny for life and liberty purposes, or just having fun on the range or anywhere in between, having the ability to be able to see what others cannot, and at the same time not being able to be seen by others while you still can see whatever it is you're looking at or looking for, it's a superpower, dude. It really is. So this is what I've got a whole reason. Let's pull it up. I got a whole reason. I recently just purchased the Psionics Aurora Black Edition, the Backcountry Edition. It's a digital night vision action camera, basically. And it's $559 on Amazon currently. You get the case, you get the little marsupial pouch, you get a couple batteries, you get a separate IR illuminator handheld that you could also mount to a rifle and or a helmet. It gives you the rail section for an arc rail. It's got two 18650s, the rechargeable battery, the fucking cords, the micro SD card, whatever the fuck. And so what it is basically is, in my opinion, the cheapest way to functionally get into night vision. So with this device, it is a camera. It is not meant to be a PVS-14. It will never replace a PVS-14. But that being said, for the money, it replaces a PVS-14 for a lot of people. Because you're going to be running an IR illuminator regardless. And so what if you have to click that bitch on to see where you're going or something or whatever it is like that, it's just part of it. Because in theory, majority, like we were talking about earlier, I think overall, while the feds and the government and the fucking top tier dudes and whoever is going to be coming after us at some point in time with their tyrannical bullshit, they're going to have all the latest and greatest shit or whatever, right? But majority of your fucking regular everyday Joes or, you know, law enforcement in a standard capacity or whatever it may be, even military in a standard capacity, not every single dude has night vision. So even having this puts you a leg up easily, in my opinion. And for the price of a fucking Glock Gen 5, you can have a full kit. And obviously it's not a full kit. You still need a mounting apparatus for your helmet. You need to have a helmet, you know, you need all that shit. So it's not, overall, you can get a whole setup for about $1,000, $1,300, including the helmet, including all the mounts and everything that you need. And it could even be a ballistic helmet for that price. It's going to be Chinese armor, but you know what? They've been proven to stop. There's a bunch of testing videos on it, and yeah, it sucks. I hate supporting it, but for the money, for what it is, it's actually a solid option. And again, this is, if you can get people that normally would not ever even consider night vision equipped with this shit, that know how to use it, have the settings properly attuned to the best performance, and can actually viably use it, even if it's just for navigation, or even if it's just for, you know, locating a threat or seeing someone before they see you or whatever, little niche micro purpose it may have, that's not even including a scenario where you're actively fighting with this on your head and looking through it. And even that it can do to some extent. It's invaluable, I would argue, because if you can walk through the woods undetected with no lights on, at least no lights that nobody else could see, nobody's going to know the fucking difference. So, and there's different things you have to do. Again, this is no replacement for a PVS 14. This is not even a replacement for like a Wolf, an AGM Wolf 14 like Gen 2. This is not, it's probably a little bit lighter, but the one nice thing about the digital, though, is that it's not affected by light. You don't have to worry about burning a tube. And plus, since this is a camera, it can record, so that might come in handy, too. Especially for the channel. I bought it mostly, like we were talking, for the channel. Yeah. Because I plan on either getting mine fixed or getting a new tube or just a new unit in general. Yep. For an actual PVS 14 or whatever it may be. I don't care if it's Gen 2 or Gen 3. I know, Gen 3, but like realistically, dude, like I'm just, can I see in the dark or not is where I'm at with it. Can I see my IR laser, my IR light? If so, I don't give a fuck. Like latency sucks. You'll get that more with digital night vision. Of course, although on the newest Psionics, the Opsin, which is about $2,500. That is, I would say, equivalent to a Gen 2 Plus tube or better, especially with the integrated capabilities. You can Wi-Fi stream it. You can use it time-lapse as a security camera. You can, they have built-in GPS and fucking compass and all this other shit that a regular tube is not going to give you. Yep. Or at least right out of the box. And for that, and for this money, again, like you got the whole starter kit and then some for less than the price of a Glock Gen 5, which I got plenty of Glocks, so I don't need another one. We'll probably also end up with more as the years go on. But like either way, like a lot of people hate on it for a night vision monocular alone, which I can understand. Because compared to an actual PVS, it's not a night vision monocular. Yeah. But for what it is, it can be used for night vision monocular purposes, but also there's a myriad of other purposes it can be used for that a regular PVS or standard analog tube cannot do, period, ever, no matter what. So having a YouTube channel, being interested in this kind of stuff, wanting to train with this kind of stuff, and learn about this kind of stuff more, not only is this going to give me the availability to be able to run it as a night vision monocular that does see in color, which is an added benefit as opposed to a standard green or a standard white tube. But on top of that, I'll be able to record and bring all y'all with me as far as the content is concerned. You'll be able to see what IR light looks like, what an IR laser looks like, what it looks like to see under night vision, or at least a close enough representation as to what it would look like. And it's sick, and I think it's a solid investment regardless if you have a YouTube channel or not. Yeah, if you're into this kind of thing, again, is it a PVS 14? No, and it never will be. But for a third or less of the price, I think it gets you close enough for the common man, realistically. And there's a lot of reviews out on the YouTubes by very reputable people and all the way to no-name people and everywhere in between. And I think the overall message about the device is positive. I think, and it's proven too, if you go and try and buy a Psionics Aurora on the eBays used, they're damn near as much money as a new one. They hold their value relatively well, so even if I don't like it, I could go resell it or whatever if I want. But I think it definitely plays a role, if not several roles, even if I already had a PVS 14, which I do, but the tube is burnt mostly on it. It's not really usable. It needs to be fixed and or replaced. But that's a whole nother story. Yeah. But even if you have standard traditional analog night vision, which obviously for running and gunning and that kind of shit would be preferred as far as the latency factor goes, and especially with new Gen 3 tubes, they're going to be a little bit more crisp and clear, especially if you got white phos and this, that, and the other thing. But we're talking $4,000 approximately for just the device. Yep. Plus amount, plus a helmet, plus a whatever the fuck. And I'll tell you what, when I get a Gen 3 White Phos fucking tube, it's not going on a $200, $300 Chinese ballistic helmet. It's going on a Team Wendy or an OpsCore or at least a fucking Avon. Or I'm going to run it on a fucking ProTech bump like I'm fucking poor. But either way, I don't care.
I mean, after you buy a fucking $4,000 tube, you might be.
Right.
As most people would be.
But regardless, like, it's worth it.
Yeah.
So, but my idea too is this is nothing. Pick it up along the way, and I'm going to be able to use
why don't you
this.
just buy some quad knots?
Well, I don't have $40,000 that I could just spend on quad knots. I'd have to sell the truck, and now that I was attacked by a random. Well, if I had quad knots, I guess I should.
Exactly, you should get a new truck with quad knots. Dude.
Right.
Nobody's seeing you.
Right. But yeah, either way, I think I honestly, and this is me not even just from the research that I've done, which is what prompted me to purchase it. And again, I've been getting on you guys a lot about, and a lot of you guys know, a lot of guys out there understand, a lot of guys have been, like A-Dubs or whoever, he's used the real thing professionally, and he understands, and he could leave it in the comment section below, all the ins and outs and the tips and the tricks and the benefits and the detractors and whatever, all the way in between.
I did notice about this kit, bro.
What?
You got to charge the bats inside of the camera, bro.
No, you don't, dude.
You don't have a charging dock for them, dude.
Yeah, but it's USB-C. So I just... Doop.
You should plug it into the cam, dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because then you get the helmet with an anchor in the battery pack, and you run the cable just like the Opsin, and it's the same shit. What's the diff? How much is an anchor bat, dude, for how many milliwatts?
For like a 10,000 milliamp hour, you're talking... fucking $50, $60.
Like, and how many charges do you think that would charge this?
I don't know how big the batteries are.
Doesn't it say?
I don't know.
Because I don't think it's too crazy. But like the moral to the story is, I'd rather have 10 dudes with one of these on their helmet than 3 dudes with PVS 14s or fucking dual tubes on their shit. Because I think at least everybody has the capability of interacting in a situation that calls for strictly night vision, in my mind. And I think this is a much more attainable goal, and that's why I want to try it out and test it. I'm going to be using it as a camera to record other night vision activities. I've got the Streamlight TLR VIR2, light laser, infrared. I've got other type of shit. I'm going to be getting a purse, a D-ball, an AT-PLC, an OGL, whatever it is. One of the two, if not a couple of the two. I probably will buy one used and then buy another one brand new and just see how it fares. I'd really like to get my hands on a Russian purse, but you can't use any of the Surefire fucking pressure pads with them. But either way, and Streamlight has a great offering for the infrared spectrum of light, dude, as far as their weapon lights or even their handhelds, and they're a lot more affordable. And if they're anything like all the other Streamlights that I've ever experienced, they're good to go, and they're a third of the money, but they're more than 2/3 as good, in my opinion, overall. And so, there are ways around it. You don't have to have $1 million to fucking get into night vision. This is an affordable option that I think, while might not be the best and might be lacking in a lot of situations, I think the situations that it's good for, it's really good for. And on top of that, it can get you by in those other situations if set properly, if used properly. And with proper training. I mean, for $600 or less to get an entire setup with basically everything you fucking need minus a helmet and a mount, which you should either already have or be thinking about getting regardless. And I mean, even if you could 3D print a mount, you could fucking duct tape the shit to your forehead if you had to. You could use it as a handheld. It doesn't matter. The idea that you can see in the dark where most other people cannot is worth the price of admission alone, in my opinion. And especially on the modern battle. The next thing I'm going to be interested in is, after I get all the night vision shit squared away, I'm buying drones, bro. Yeah. I'm buying drones, dude, because we're seeing the use of the drones in the Ukraines and all this other shit, dude. If we could 3D print them out where it just drops a hand grenade or fucking whatever, dude, we don't even have to be there, bro. So it's not that we're dropping hand grenades or have hand grenades.
You get off-brand batteries with a charging dock for $22.
I don't know if I would trust them. I'd probably stick with the
1400 milliamp hour bats.
Either way.
What the fucking bats are on the actual shit.
Either way, I feel like
I can't see it well enough to read it.
Well, we'll figure out Saturday.
Yeah.
We will figure it out Saturday. But I thought this was a decent deal because it's the Psyonix Aurora Black,
Yeah.
which is all black, compared to the kind of bright green one they have that we just saw, the white one. They have a kind of gold champagne colored one or whatever. I think that it's obviously the most tactical of the colors, just being all black. You could duct tape it or spray paint it or whatever you got to do.
Which even according to their MSRP, you got a deal on just
$700.
Just on the fucking.
Now, nothing typically ever sells. It comes with the case, a couple extra bats, whatever, the little, but still, I mean, it's a viable thing, dude.
You got a better price, plus a free, cheap IR illuminator with two 18
and a soft pouch that I can store in an assault pack.
Marsupial pouch, dude.
Right. Or, whatever I got. Dude, if I pick up fucking mod my own vapes, dude, I got some 18.6 and a charge, dude. I got a cheesy fucking made in China weapon mount.
Also work for your through night bats, dude.
Yeah.
Most 18.650 bats also.
Yep.
Chargers also work.
So I mean, it's just for the money, the investment. It's a cheesy little IR illuminator, but from the videos that I've seen, it actually works for a matter of how long, I don't know. Would it hold up long term under recoil? They say that these devices are good for about 4,000 to 5,000 rounds of 5.56, which in the grand scheme of things is not that much. But if I'm not ever mounting it to a rifle, which I wouldn't, because then you have to be staring down your rifle the whole time to see what the fuck you're looking at, and you might be flagging people that you don't want to flag. Yeah. Not that I would ever put my booger hooker on the bank switch when not need, but either way, the idea and the principle of it all, I'm going to be using it as either a handheld or a helmet-mounted device. If it stands 4,000 rounds, 5,000 rounds of 5.56 recoil mounted to a rifle, the little jostling around on my helmet really shouldn't pay it no mind. So, that's cool. It's relatively waterproof and durable and resilient for what most people say. And again, it gives you everything you need, a little bit extra. And I don't think you could go wrong, honestly, even if you just used it to learn about night vision and to fuck around and experiment and maybe make some fucking stupid YouTube content for less than $600. I think it was a little bit over $600 after taxes, but for less than $600 base price for the whole kit and caboodle. That's what I saw, because I've been researching this shit for the past few months, heavy. Looking into the Psyonix Aurora, because there's a lot of people that put content out about it, using it, and a lot of the mainstream dudes that have access to GPMVGs or dual tubes or even just a regular Gen 3 white Phos, monocular PVS 14 or whatever, they're like, it doesn't replace it, and it doesn't replace it for that thing's specific use. But when you could use it kind of, sort of, most of the time for the same thing, but also get all the other added benefits through it, being GPS, a compass, being able to Wi-Fi it, use it as a security camera, it sees in an IR spectrum that regular analog IR does not see. So you could actually see, which the government is this is another thing, the government is currently in the process, and has been for many moons, making night vision that can see in a higher spectrum of IR, where most night vision cannot, but also not be detected by standard traditional analog night vision as far as their IR signature. But a digital, the one big thing about the digital is the digital sees in a way higher spectrum of IR than the analog can, and you will still see them. Whether it's a beacon on the helmet, or they're using some IR fucking flashlight or laser or whatever it is, you will be able to see that, at X amount of distance, whatever it is, where other people, even with traditional night vision that many people would argue is better than this, cannot see it. Yeah. So that's an advantage right there, because you have to assume the people that we're going up against in that time would probably have the latest and greatest if it's really going down like that. So, that's another cool thing.
I saw a fucking video the other day of some dude, I think in Southern Illinois even, they got raided by the state police. Middle of the day.
For what?
I don't even remember. I don't even think they said what he got raided for. But state police raided his house, pulled up the fucking Bearcat, and 6 dudes jumped out. Like fucking middle of the day, bright sunny. They all got quad knots on. Each one. For no reason whatsoever.
Well, that's our tax dollars hard at work,
exactly.
so.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, I mean, that's...
They probably tried and turn them on too and burnt those tubes up like
that's what I'm saying, dude. I wonder how fucking they just throw them in the garb and fucking get some new ones because we're paying for it. That's why there's still fucking potholes that are the size of a fucking family pool in the backyard on 55. But either way, moral to the story is I'm gonna test it. I don't know for sure. I've never had one in my hands. I've done a lot of research on it, and I think it's viable, not optimal. But for the average man, viable, which means it will work. It might just not be the best. That's the same as saying, oh, I have a Glock instead of an HK. I have a, whatever. I got a, whatever it may be. I got a Mossberg instead of a Benelli M4. I got a fucking
an Arrow instead of a BCM.
Right.
It's fucking.
Are they less dead? So that's where I'm coming from. And the same principle as back in the day as being able to buy a crate of Mosins for $1,000 and arming 10 men. If you and your friends can get together and 3, 4, 5 of y'all or more can afford the price of a Glock pistol, which you probably, if you have one Glock 19, that's technically the only Glock you ever need. 2 is 1, 1 is none, 3 is even better. By all means, have spares, have spare parts in the least bit. But instead of running out and buying the next fucking fanciest fangless gun you're buying or whatever it is, if you have an AR-15, you should have a spare bullet carrier and group. You should have spare parts overall for it, spare springs, buffers, whatever the fuck. If you want to have a secondary upper, because if you want to, you might burn a barrel if you're actually out there training and shooting that much, which most people are not. But either way, there's ways you can support one gun if the gun itself originally is good enough to support itself. So, and it doesn't even have to be crazy money. You could have an Arrow, or you can have a whatever, even a Smith & Wesson Sport 2 or a Volunteer or whatever. It's a solidly enough built base gun where you could just support it with spare parts as they fail, or you could upgrade the parts to the point where they probably won't fail or whatever it is. But you don't need to keep, and I'm a collector. I buy shit because it's cool, because it was in movies or video games, because I just think it's unique or different.
Or extra money in the pocket,
whatever. It's whatever, dude. I just love guns and gun accessories.
Yeah.
But one of the best gun accessories is night vision capability. Again, even if it is just a quality white light, because again, like I say all the time, and I'm not the first one to say it, most bad shit happens in the dark, and you can't shoot what you can't see. So being able to see in the dark while also not being seen in the dark is way better than being able to see in the dark and also be seen in the dark. But that's the bare minimum. You need to at least be able to see in the dark whether somebody else sees you or not. Okay, so white light. You got a Surefire or a Streamlight on your rifle. You got a Surefire or a Streamlight on your handgun. You got a Surefire or a Streamlight in your fucking pocket. Something. But going up from there, if you want to be able to see shit that other people can't see and also not be seen doing it, this, I think, from my research, and will further confirm or deny in testing once I acquire it, it seems like it's the most affordable and the most productive way of getting into that realm of it for the money. And yeah, you still got to get a helmet, you still got to get a mount, or again, you don't. I guess you could handheld that shit and it still works. I've been in the shop on the range, shut the lights off, absolutely pitch black, used that $100 Aurora fucking night vision digital device, held it up to my eye, and was able to make hits with a TLR VIR IR flashlight and IR laser in pitch black doing one of these things with a little $100 handheld. So you can do it. There's ways around it. They, again, might not be the most practical, might not be the most optimal, but they are viable. If used properly, they can be used to accomplish the same tasks as the other shit. So we'll see. There's going to be, at some point in time, a lot more night vision and thermal content on the channel. I really do think that it is the future. Everybody else is using it, so we need to be using it as well, because if we're not, we're behind the curve. We're seeing a lot more companies get into it, like HoloSun. HoloSun's making a thermal EOTech, basically, it looks like, and, you know, shit like that. So
it's still going to be cool to see.
You can't hide from thermal, dude. You cannot hide from thermal. I mean, there's ways, but, like, practically speaking, your average Joe is going to be fucking bright as fuck on a thermal, dude. So that's why I think the thermal is better than night vision.
99.99999% of people are going to be fucking glowing under thermal.
Right, especially the feds.
Because it is not easy to hide.
Right.
If you have a fucking...
And it costs a lot of money.
If you have a line of sight at all on somebody, you're glowing on a thermal, you know? Like...
Yeah. Which is what I love about it the most. Like, I might not be able to fucking clear a house looking only through the thermal tube and fucking have it. Like, the latency is not bad. It's almost instantaneous. Like, it's not... Because I was fucking around with it the other night. And I had it on because I got a bunch of shit out and I'm doing some content and fucking... I'm trying to reorganize and repack shit. And so I have, like, set up...
Nuggies,
Dude, listen. Delicious. But the fucking... Like, so... And I was messing around with it.
Really easy if they're warm with the thermal. Dude.
That's what I'm saying. I was messing around with it. And, like, you can still make your way through the darkness
recording capabilities, right?
Using just, well, my handheld one does. I don't know if the helmet-mounted one does,
a chicken
but it might.
Hunt in the house, dude.
Have
your brother hide some chicken nugs.
I get into the
around the house for you. Hot chicken nugs around the house.
Fresh out the oven chicken nugs.
Dude. And then fucking, you walk around with the therm, dude, so you can find the six-pack, dude. Like an Easter egg hunt with the therms,
get to eat the chicken nugs as I find
you have to be careful with where you place them, you know? It's fucking...
But yeah, I mean, I think that, and that's what I'm saying is, like, I think realistically, for the way that I envision it, realistically, and I could be wrong on this, because I'm not a top-tier, high-speed, low-drag operator or whatever, but, like... having a thermal monocular, whether it's handheld or fucking helmet mounted, I will be able to see anything that I would be worried about seeing in the dark before potentially it sees me. Then on top of that, I might not be able to make out exactly what it is, who it is, whatever, but I know that it's there. So either A, I can avoid it, or B, if it's something of interest, I can make my way, flank, sneak up, fuck whatever the fuck it is, knowing their position and whatever, and make my way. And if it's some situation where we're going hot, I would argue that it's most likely probably going to be around a vehicle or building or something, and there's already going to be a bunch of ambient light to begin with, and you might as well flip them up and go white light at that point anyway. And then if you got to fucking disappear off into the forest, fine. And then, you know, if you want to fucking keep an eye on people, make sure nobody's following you, fucking see if there's no fucking grizzly bears on the path that you're taking, whatever it may be. Like, I think the thermal, realistically, overall, and it tends to be a lot cheaper. It's still expensive, by all means. Yeah. The thermal that I got, I don't know if you can pull it up. It's the Thor, the ATN Thor, I think. I think it's still $600-700, dude, for the therm. And it's not... Well, maybe that's the scope. They sent me one of those, but the monocular. So it's the Odin LT. Okay, so I was wrong. So it's still rather expensive. But I think, though, if you're going to have one or the other, I think practically speaking, and again, I could be wrong. People are going to hate me for this. Well, this is what I got. I got the 2-4. I got the 2-4, which is $1,300, and then I also have one of these.
Your handheld one was...
No, yeah, but the monocular that mounts to the helmet. This is what I got on the helm, and then this I got one of these on the handheld. I think it's the 2-8, but still $600.
Yeah,
and I'm sure there's still probably a way you could mount that to a helmet.
Yeah, you could find a way.
But even if you 3D print your own shit, but like still
3D print and some hose clamps, bro.
500 meters plus you can see a heat signature. Now, again, you might not be able to decipher exactly, oh, that's a bad guy, or that's a fucking dog, or that's a fucking car it's off, but it was just running, or
by
whatever.
magnification, you might be able to.
But that's the other thing too, dude.
Is that digital or
it's digital? It's digital.
Magnification.
It's digital, but
magnification is digital too.
Well, I don't know exactly specifically. I haven't messed around with too much. I've messed around with it enough, and like the picture is clear enough.
Because that'd be a big difference in if it's
it would probably say
optical.
It'd probably say. Yeah. On the handheld, I got white hot, black hot, and then I also have the white hot that shows the red for the hottest spots, and then also like the purple, orange, thermal. That shit.
Yeah.
So these are the 4 options I have with this handheld, which depending on your environment, each one has its niche application. Like there are different environments where the black hot looks better, the white hot looks better, the monochrome or whatever you fucking call the purple shit, and then the one with the red hot accents, which is basically a white hot but with just red accenting the hottest parts of it. And even just a handheld that you either keep in a pack, keep in a pouch, fucking have it fucking strapped to your wrist or whatever the fuck's going on. Extremely useful. And this thing, you can take pictures, you can record, you can do a lot of that shit. And so if you are gathering intel or whatever it is, you can do that with this device. And it's really impressive, honestly, for
and
what
it's a rangefinder.
And it's a rangefinder, you say?
Yeah.
Out to 263 yards?
That's what they're showing
or meets?
here. Assuming
I didn't even know it was a rangefind. But like this, like you could still see what's going on. You could still see what other people are doing. You could still, if you had a Viz laser, you could still use it. It doesn't necessarily pick up IR.
Yeah.
Unless, I don't know, I haven't tried it with like a full power, which maybe it would, because that's probably hot enough to fucking, but either way, like it's for what it is, $600-700, whatever, like you can do it. For $600-700, you could also get a Psionics Aurora digital night vision binocular camera thing. Because if you're getting an actual thermal monocular, like I have on the helm,
didn't answer my question.
It's $1,300 plus $250 for the mount. So it's about $1,500-1,600 for a thermal monocular, but it works. It takes CR123s, which so does my handheld light, so does my weapon lights, you know. So I have them, I prep them, I stock them, and for the capability that it gives you, I think it's unmatched by many things, comparatively speaking, even traditional analog night vision, because it'll see, you might have a PVS 14 on, and it might be a Gen 3 white phos tube, and you're walking through the woods and you're looking at shit, and you might have seen it, but not seen it. No. With the thermal, you can't ignore it. No. You immediately know, hey, there's something there. Even if you can't decipher exactly what it is, you see the heat signature, and you automatically know that, hey, shit, maybe we should figure this out. No. Where with a regular night vision tube, digital or analog, you might be looking, whatever, and it doesn't stand out, it doesn't pop out, it doesn't differentiate itself from the other surroundings. It's all the same color, whether you're seeing it in green, white phos, or a color tube, which I think will help in that aspect with the Psionics Aurora.
Night vision, like
or
camo still works,
right?
You know, that's
right.
Thermal, it don't matter what the fuck you're wearing,
right. Unless you're wearing like a piece of glass, or if you're wearing like a space blanket that you just busted out and hasn't absorbed heat yet, or you know, there's a few ways you could defeat thermal. There's also specific clothing and packs and different stuff like that made to fight that and be thermal resistant or thermal proof or whatever. Right. Yeah. Well, you still got a lot of things, dude. Fingertips, fucking anything, bro.
And any clothing you got on eventually will get so.
Exactly.
You know, regardless.
So that's the thing, though, dude. It's just a matter of time, which is why I do appreciate the thermal so much, because it's pretty much almost foolproof. Yeah. It's just a matter of time. Yep. So if we're sitting on a location, we're doing Overwatch on a specific region of whatever, they might be covered for a few hours. Yeah. But if we're sitting there still watching, eventually we're going to get something off of whatever the fuck it is, whoever they are doing.
It also all depends on the fucking environment too, you know. If it's fucking cold as hell out and you're out there watching on a therm, it don't matter what the fuck they got on, you're seeing the difference. You know, You're seeing that temperature difference.
But I would also argue too, and having messed with it a little bit, when it's cold as shit, everything is warmer comparatively speaking.
Yeah.
So, you know, you still do get, it depends again, which are you using? White hot, black hot, monochrome, or what is that what it's called? Monochrome, or is it?
I don't fucking know. Probably.
Ultra low contrast capture picture. Yeah, I don't know. Color mode. Well,
but
color mode.
But I did find the answer to my question. It is a digital zoom.
Okay. Which is not as good.
Nowhere near as good.
But
again, if it was an optical zoom, then you would be able to discern just as well at fucking 5 yards as that fucking.
Well, it has a manual adjustable focus.
Well,
so
yeah, but what I mean is like the digital zoom, you still only have as many pixels on the screen. So as you zoom in, it's just pixelating.
It does get
more.
blurry, yeah.
It's going to start to get blurrier.
That being said, though, if I can be like, hey, we're walking through the woods and 200 clicks that way, there's a fucking heat signature.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. If we're not trying to be found, we're going to stay away from it.
Yeah.
We can keep an eye on it at all times. We can move over here. We can move over there, whatever. If we get close enough, obviously we can go completely dark, or we can transition to white light if need be, or if people do have IR capabilities, obviously that's an option. But that being said, IR capabilities, if you're trying to be quiet, only work if you have a suppressor.
Yep.
So, Harbor Freight. But the fucking... but, like, either way, like... You know, or at least it. Well, that's, I don't want to say that speaking in absolutes. I'm like a Sith, but like you at least you could do the whole little sneaky snake, little creep up, and the element of surprise is on the periodic table. I would argue one of the most important.
Yeah.
So, but that should be on a shirt. But the fucking, and that might make the difference.
Should do.
but the fucking, like, so you might get the drop on them or whatever, but once you go hot, they know you're there. Even if they can't see you, they know.
Joke out of the video,
and we can post it as a clip or something.
After we're making his merch, so nobody steals the idea, bro.
No, they're stealing it.
They're stealing.
We're just gonna have to figure it out right now, dude. Live. Let's.
Have to go.
What's the McDude's up to, dude?
I don't know.
But like, so again, thermal is way cheaper than night vision, but much like digital night vision compared to analog night vision, thermal has its irregular. How would you even say it? I sound fucking retarded. Irregularity.
Irregularity.
Yes. I don't know what the fuck I was trying to say, dude.
I was just kind of enjoying you trying.
I was just... But I guess it's the same for the plural version. But, like, I've had way more hard Mountain Dews than you, dude. Fuck off. But the fucking...
Starting to give me heartburn, bro.
Are you really, dude? Yeah. There's no Shug, though.
I don't do anything with the fucking fake Shug, dude. I don't do diet shit. I don't do fucking aspartame bullshit.
I don't know that it's necessarily... aspartame, though.
It is.
We don't know what the fuck's in here. We've just been drinking it.
Yeah.
But either way, the Therms is cheaper than the Night Vision, but you could also get some relatively cheap Night Vision that is not night vision in the traditional sense, but works as night vision and also gives you way more capabilities than traditional night vision. So there's a lot of options. Moral to the story: the camera just went up.
Yeah.
We're tripping.
We're at hour and 40 minutes.
We got actual night vision. We were talking about it. We got actual. I wish they could see the night vision.
Remember I said it's about an hour and a half? Yeah. We're at an hour 39 minutes.
Makes sense, dude. Finally gave up the ghost, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Can we go on the ATN website and see? And shout out to ATN, by the way. If you guys are looking for night vision or thermal, make sure you check them out. They were nice enough to send me out a bunch of night vision and thermal. I got a thermal scope, a day night vision scope, a thermal monocular, and a thermal handheld. And in total, this shit was like over $4,000 of shit that they sent me. Just because I'm a nothing nobody from nowhere YouTuber, I guess. But shout out to ATN. I've experienced their products thus far. I'm very much impressed with them. That being said, I'm somewhat newer. The only other experience I've had with thermal is the FLIR, and I don't really practically see any difference between that and the ATN shit. And the ATN shit seems to be a little bit cheaper overall for the capabilities. But look up the NVM14, see what they got for a night vision monocular, because
From
them.
ATN?
Yeah, from them. So night vision, you're right there.
Okay.
Monoculars, yeah. All right, so an ATN PVS 14. They used to call it the NVM 14, but I guess they're just calling it PVS 14 now. But this is brand new shit. It's Gen 3 for $4,000. And this is not, it's a brand name.
Yeah.
But like it's not, there's many people. There's many. You can get on Amazon and buy actual night vision,
yep,
which is crazy. But you're going to pay actual night vision prices and probably a couple bucks more. Where even going through them as the actual manufacturer, it's cheaper than you could probably find it on Amazon. I don't know for sure. I'm just saying that. It might be, though. But the cheapest is $37.95 for an ATN PVS 14, which is a real, actual analog night vision device. It's a PVS 14. It's just made by ATN. And most... What did the prices do? What are we looking at?
Get this, $23.91 AGM Global Night.
Yeah, that's AGM, so that's different. So AGM is kind of like the budget variety of actual night vision. They're solid. They will work. The fit and finish is not...
Dragon, Superior Tactical.
What's that shit for $209? What's that shit for $799, dude?
Superior Tactical PVS.
Oh, it's just a parts kit. Parts kit, yeah. Okay.
It's actually the whole thing. It's all of the parts.
Right, it just comes as a kit. People are getting screwed for years.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, dude, the fucking... And the cool thing about the PVS or the Aurora is that it takes, if you go up, those PVS caps and shit like that, it's the same diam. So it takes a lot of the same shit, like the caps and the fucking, whatever. But either way, like, it's just the idea that, like, you could just... You can get an AGM...
$4,
look up an AGM Wolf 14, dude. Type in AGM Wolf 14. Because that's Gen 2 shit. This is all Gen 3 shit, which is what everybody's going to tell you to get and what you probably should get if you have the money. The problem is most people don't have the fucking money just laying around. Or they do have the money, but they can't seem to fucking segregate it into a fund to be able to... So $2,000. $2,000, which is $1,300 cheaper than the latest and greatest, you can get real functional night vision.
Yep.
So it's cheaper. I've spent more money. I spend more money on handguns than this night vision cost, and I could shoot off muzzle flash, but I can't see in the fucking dark. So AGM is solid. They've been around for a while. They're I don't know how I would put them. They're probably the Glock of night vision.
Yeah.
I would say. Because, like, they're good enough to get it done. It's nothing special. It's nothing pretty to look at. But it is a PVS 14. Or it is a dual tube. Or I don't even know if they make quad knots. Probably not. But the fucking... Like, their pricing, and this is off their actual website, it looks like. You can get a PVS 7. That's a whole kit. That's a dual. That's a how do they put it? It's not a binocular, and it's not a monocular. It's a biocular, is what it is, because it's two inputs or one input but two viewing ports or whatever the fuck. But like that's a whole setup, dude. All you gotta do is clip that shit to a helmet.
Then you get the Gen 3 stuff,
right? Which is big months. But again, this sounds crazy and it sounds unattainable for a lot of people out there watching. Like, I am no rich man. I work hard for my money. I work hard for my money. So hard for my money. And, whatever. But, like, A, you can't take it with you. No. B, this type of shit might quite literally be the meaning between life and death in the future. And I think it's a valuable asset to have. Even if it's just for funsies, even if it's just for hunting, even if it's just for messing around and making stupid-ass YouTube videos. I I think it's worth the investment. You know, if you got fucking 10, 15 guns, dude, and you keep buying more guns, which I got a lot of fucking guns. And I got a lot of guns that cost a lot of money. A lot of guns that cost a lot of months. Bars. But, like, and it's not even a flex. I just love fucking guns. That's what I spend my money on. But instead of buying another AR, another shotgun, another handgun, another whatever random shit that you already have 12 of the same thing, maybe think about getting night vision. Given that you already have plates, you already have a properly built pack, you have, you know, spare mags, you got ammo to go around, you got whatever, you got your white lights, you got your red dots, you got your LPVOs, you got everything else squared away, and you're looking for the next step. Night vision and or thermal is the next step, and it can be attained for relatively affordable prices if you're willing to sacrifice on certain situations. But I think, again, back to my original point, overall is, I think for the common man, I think for $600, $700, $1,000 by the time you get it mounted on a helmet, I think overall, I would take an army of 10 or 20 dudes with those than 3 to 10 fucking dudes with actual... I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it depends on the dudes, I guess. Yeah. But, like... I think it's a solid enough, and I'm gonna see. Maybe it's shit. Maybe it's bullshit. You guys are gonna see it on the channel. We'll test it out here on this channel as well. We'll be messing around. I'll probably do a whole fucking podcast just wearing the shit and seeing if I throw up or whatever. But you know, it's just the idea that you can, and two, not that it matters to me specifically because I love this cunt, and I don't typically travel outside of this cunt because I always feel that if I do, that's going to be boom. And then I'm stuck outside of the cunt without all of my fucking equips, dude. I don't like that. So, but either way, it's I.S.R.A. Like, cool. Like, you could be anywhere in the world and own this piece of equipment, which is sick. That's how anything should be. That's how anything should be. But, like, it is, like, if for whatever fucking reason I legally travel to another cunt, I could bring this with. And in the least bit, even if I don't have a gun, a knife, body armor, anything, I'll at least be able to see, in theory, most people that can't see me and avoid them if that's the strat. Because of this. So, and again, it's the price. It's the price of a fucking Glock, dude. It's the price of a fucking high-end Canic, dude. This is less money than some Canics on the market, which is a hand-assembled by ISIS Turkish pistol. And you can get Chinese-made night vision for fucking less money, dude. Which I think Chinese-made night vision... And honestly, I don't even know if it's... I'm sure it's Chinese.
More than likely.
But Psionics is a military contractor, though. Like, they're working on some crazy shit. Like, I don't know. I assume it's Chinese, but... Psionics themselves, though, like, is a pretty solid fucking company, and they are working with the Gov for all types of fucking different, like, experiments and trials and fucking military thermal and night vision capabilities. So, I mean, it's cool enough, I guess. Where is my order? That's funny. Very direct.
Trying to keep if they've mentioned where it's made, they usually don't like to show that information though.
Well, I mean, I assume it's made overseas. I mean, especially for the money. There's no way if this was made in America, it would cost $3,000. 100%. We don't make typically in America any electronical bullshit for the most part.
Not a lot of it, at least.
Yeah. So.
Even when we do, it's made from overseas parts.
It's just assembled here. Or whatever. Which, whatever, dude. You know, it is what it is. That's why, that's one of the biggest things is, because it basically, like you even said, and it's not true on all of them, but on some of them, even the Surefire lights, which are American-made, hold fucking contracts with the U.S. military and very compliant and NSN numbered and this, that, and the third. Even some, just because of probably us as a cunt, not us, because we don't give a shit, but like the cunt and the fucking EPA and the FDA and whatever bullshit regulating, much like they do with civilian lasers and different shit like that, but like regulating the manufacture of however they produce the Cree LEDs or the this, that, and the third, or the circuit boards or whatever. Maybe it's bad for the environment or whatever fucking queer shit, right? But that, a lot of that shit, like you were saying, you could probably explain it better than I, but a lot of that shit is made overseas to where, yeah, the housing might be, maybe the circuitry, the fucking lens, the whatever, the little lanyard and the push cap, but like the LED or something comes from overseas. Explain that a little bit better.
I mean, most LEDs and shit, most of that small circuitry, it's just the type of materials that are needed, the fucking amount of time they got to put into making that shit and make it affordable. They just can't pay American wages for that shit, you know? It's better to pay somebody a few grains of rice a day. But it's the
And
ass
you put the
shit
nets
used for
out
creating the
outside
fucking
the windows,
PCBs and all that
yeah.
kind of shit. That's just the EPA says no, fuck you. You can't do that here.
That's what happened to the Glock finish too. They took away the Tennifer Glock finish from us because of the FDA or whatever the fuck it is.
But it's all that kind of shit, all that fucking government overreach that happens that is the reason that almost no technology is made in the U.S. And even if it is made in the U.S., it's made from overseas parts, overseas components.
Which is, again, why, and again, I will be the first one to go out of my way and spend more money to do it, to buy American-made shit.
You know how long it took this dude to accept the fact that there are Chinese components in his Surefire lights?
I didn't believe it until I saw it on the
months.
website.
No, even after you saw it on the website,
I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it because it hurts me, dude. Because that's why I'm spending the extra money. If I didn't, I would just be buying Streamlight because it's damn near just as good and it's way cheaper.
Yeah.
So, which they're both great. Again, if you are buying a flashlight of any kind, whether it's handheld or weapon mounted or a headlamp or whatever the fuck, Streamlight or Surefire. Streamlight is going to give you, the cam just went on again. Streamlight is going to give you at least 2/3 of the performance for 1/3 of the price, in my opinion, in my experience. And Surefire has the reputation that they do because of the time and the work and the effort and the research and the testing. It's been there, it's done that. It's kicked doors in Fallujah. It's they're pretty bomb-proof. If you have a Surefire X300 or an M600 Scout or whatever the fuck it is on your rifle, you got an M300 or X300 on your light or X400 or a Vampire, like that's good proven kit. That being said, I by no means feel undergunned with a TLR1, with a TLR VIR2, with a fucking 9 flex, a ProTac RL2, none of that shit. Because it's either just as bright, if not maybe a little bit dimmer, but practically speaking, it doesn't matter. It comes with more accessories out of the box, and it's, for the most part, just as durable for anything that I'm going to be doing. So, I mean, is it better to buy 2 Streamlights and outfit more shit than it is to buy 1 Surefire?
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe, probably.
Even at that point, though, to set up 1 Surefire rifle light, well, the same way you would get with one of those fucking Streamlight rifle lights,
even triple.
You're talking fucking, you could get almost 4.
So
if not,
what it is,
you could get 4 or 5 of those.
We were actually looking it up earlier for a guy at the shop. Shout out to the homie if you're watching. But the M600 Scout is $300. Now this is the new turbo, 1,000 looms, whatever. Fine. That's just fuel. That's just the push button though. Yep. It's just the light and the mount that clips to the rail, which is just a pick rail clip. So that means if you have M-Lock or key mod, you have to get an adapter. So, okay, another fucking $10, $20, whatever.
Unless you want it direct mounted to the fucking M-Lock, then you're talking a whole nother mount.
Yeah, but then on top of that, which is a possibility, but on top of that, then if you want to run a pressure pad, which you would naturally want to if given the availability, it's another $100 at least, if not a little bit more. Then let's say, because they're all mil spec and they're built to the same, whatever, as far as like that between the IR lasers and illuminators and then the Surefire lights and whatever, it's the same cord. So you can get a split cord for 1 pressure pad, and you can run 1 pressure pad with the split cord that goes to your D-ball or your Surefire Vampire or your Surefire X300 or X400 or X600 or whatever the fuck X100s it is. And that's even more money. And again, it's not that it's not doable. No. And it's not that it's not affordable in the sense of if you realize that this shit is important and you're willing to save up the money and pay for it and acquire it, and you don't have to get it all at once. Nope. I bought this. I still need a fucking mount. I need a mount to the helmet, and then I need a fucking arm to mount to this still, which is going to cost me approximately, depending on what I get, if I don't cheap out, it's going to cost me approximately the same amount, maybe a little bit less, that the actual device costs. But to have it $1,000 or less for a usable, viable night vision monocular that's helmet mounted, that's a third of the price than even, and not that ATN's off-brand, but it's not like, I don't even know. There's so many companies that make them, but like, and they're actually known to be pretty solid, but like, I don't, a regular fucking whatever brand name PVS 14, instead of being 3,200, will probably be 3,500 or whatever. And that's just for the device. And it can't record, and it can't see in color, and it can't, but there's no latency. Do you know how much
it still hurts me that I spent enough money on this computer to have bought real fucking night vision?
You should have, but then you would have been mounting it to a fucking Bowtac long fry, so, you know, it's true. Who knows, with a fucking Amazon Airsoft mount.
$3,000 computer sitting on top of a fucking mini fridge right now, so. Right.
It's for no reason. Doesn't even match the RGBs in the background.
No, it doesn't.
Lame.
It could, though.
But yeah, it's just... It really is, and again, even if it is just the fucking $100 Aurora fucking digital night vision handheld device that you buy, that's better than nothing. Because even if you have to fucking jimmy rig some shit, duct tape it to your face, 3D print them out, or just handheld that shit, at least the fuck you can see in the dark without other people seeing you see in the dark. And that is worth $100. If you can't afford this for $600, you can get that. You sure as fuck can get that for $100. And if you can't get that for $100, you can get a Streamlight light for fucking $50 or less, and you'll be able to see in the dark. But again, understand that everybody else sees you in the dark too. And so there might be situations where that's not a good thing. There might be situations where it doesn't matter, and in the meantime, it's still a useful lighting tool. And again, it gets dark 50% of your life. Most bad shit happens in it. You can't shoot what you can't see, and you can't deal with what you can't see. So, you know, any way that you could see in the night is a good thing. Again, even if it's just a basic white light, which is first and foremost, you have to have that period. Before you even start thinking about fucking night vision, you have to have quality. O-light does not count. I don't care what you say. O-light does not count. Fucking through night does not count. And that being said, I carry this bitch every single day. I've torture tested myself. It's held up. It's still working great.
There's only one O-light that I would say would count.
What is that?
Light. That is the O-light Valkyrie Pro V2. Not even the Pro. O-light Valkyrie V2, which was the pistol light. It was 1,000 lumens, dual CR123, just like the X300. Really the same shit.
But not, though, dude, because it's made in China.
So is the Surefire.
The whole thing, though. At least we got an American-made bod on the fucking Surf, dude.
Dude, that's not guaranteed.
It's very compliant. It's guaranteed as fuck on it. Yeah, dude. The only thing that is China, and leave it in the comment section below if you know better, but the only thing I'm arguing that's probably China or wherever on an X300 is the Cree LED and maybe like some of the circuitry. The housing,
LED.
The O-rings, the fucking...
The O-rings are probably also made in China.
Fuck you, dude. You're
as are the batteries,
of joy.
As are the batteries.
The Surefire branded bats.
Yeah, 100%. Are made in China.
I don't believe it.
As are going to be the PCBs, whichever ones are on there.
I need a couple of those for a task in dark.
Both for the buttons and for mounting the LED on, as well as any controllers in the light. Are all going to be made in China.
So you're saying it's just the bod and the lens?
The bod, the lens, maybe the reflector made in the U.S.
Which one could argue, though, that those are the most important parts of the light. Because any
the
fucking
bod is nothing if you don't have an LED or bats.
right, but like
or the PCBs that hold the controllers.
But those are
or...
at this point though. What I'm arguing is at this point those are a give, because what it costs Surefire to fucking acquire those things is nothing.
Yep.
Compared to what we're getting charged to purchase the quad.
Yep.
But
can you imagine how much Surefire
the bod though? This is what I'm saying though.
This is
what I'm saying though. Compared to an OLight or maybe even a Streamlight or whatever the fuck kind of light, is the bod is proven to be rather durable. Same with the lens. If you got a shitty lens, you could have the best Interworks fucking Cree LEDs and fucking PCBs and whatever the fuck type of innards of electronics that you can that exist. It doesn't mean shit if you got a weak ass lens that cracks the first time you drop it, or the first time you bang it on some shit, or the first. And if we're talking life and liberty defensive or offensive tools, they're gonna get smacked around from time to time. So it has to be able to hold up. So plus the mil-spec anodizing or whatever the fuck that they do on those lights does not reflect under IR, where you get a lot of cheaper shit. Same thing with a carrier. If you get a cheap carrier for your plates, especially if it's fucking black, that shit does not look black under night vision. It looks like you're on fire. It looks white as shit. It looks as white as the fucking background on a website, dude. Like, you can be spotted from miles away because it's IR reflective. That's the thing, that the materials. I'd like to take a look at a lot of the SOE shit that I have. I guess I could do it with the shit that I have now, but I'd like to look at it.
Now.
What?
You can check that shit right now.
Well, right.
SOE shit.
Well, I think we'd have to turn the lights off, but either way, still we could check it. But at the same time too, though, I want to see how it looks under an actual PVS 14.
Yeah.
Because the digital, at least this, it has a built-in IR illuminator, which would give you a little bit of splashback in theory, depending on the distance and whatever it may be. But
there's like hella SOE just right there.
Okay, so it's on. So
are the lights too bad?
So I'm trying to figure out what fucking what IR setting this is on. Alright, so this is with no IR illuminator, just the ambient light. This is actually still rather impressive for what it is. And they look like they're not glowing.
Yeah.
When I fucking turned up the IR illuminator, I think it was on full power, they were reflecting a little bit. You could still see the black, but it was more so like the lighter tan colors or whatever that were. But supposedly the SOE shit is like mil-spec Cordura and fucking low mu and whatever the fuck.
That Black Hawk Holst is definitely showing a lot better though.
What?
Black Hawk Universal Holst that's sitting on top over there. The point I can identify what it is that's glowing.
I don't even see it, dude. Where's it at?
At least I thought that's what it was. Oh no, that might be the fucking AR-500.
I don't even see it. What I do see is whatever that tan camelback shit is looking like.
The tan camelback.
Right. You know what's sick as fuck though?
What?
And this is why you spend the months.
Yeah.
Here, hold that in your lap. So that doesn't reflect. Maybe you got to look at it from here. Give it to me. So this is the mil-spec Monkey Tactical Tailor adapter. Jesus, look what you did. I think it's the cheapest mic under fucking $200, dude.
The best mic under.
Or whatever the fuck it is, dude. It's fucking didn't break yet.
It's good we got the limiter on the fucking audio.
But like, so there's splashback coming off the screens and shit, but this actual material does not glow. Which for a brighter color as gray you would think. You see what I'm talking about? I don't know if you.
I'd have to
Go.
let me get to a side that's not enlightened. Yeah, I mean the floor is definitely brighter than it is.
Right. Which is weird because during the day, in regular contrast and color, it's a gray backpack. It's kind of a brighter color than black, right?
Well.
Right.
So
I mean, it's just, but that's because it's made out of fucking actual Cordura, actual fabrics and materials that are designed to not flash back against night vision, because again, you might get, like I said, we have a guard dog tactical plate carrier at the shop right now that I work in, and we've sold a few of their helmets, a few of their their armored backpacks, and a couple of their fucking chest rigs or plate carriers or whatever, and under night vision that shit glows like a fucking Fed at January 6th, dude. That's how glowy that shit is. And so it's not made with the proper materials to be able to actually be utilized properly. You might think, oh, it's black, it's nighttime, it's dark, nobody's ever going to see it. But under IR, your shit is glowing from a mile off. So
sit right next to each other.
it's black as shit, dude. The tox ain't even popping.
There's no tax on.
That's right.
I only got the multicam black, bro. Now look at the Versace though. See if that's popping.
That Versace is popping a little bit with the tox, dude.
Damn, bro.
A little bit.
No more Versace in the boot, bro.
A little bit.
Is that what you're saying?
A little bit, dude. But this is the thing, and this is with no IR illumination on, dude.
Yeah.
This is just with the ambient light in the room, which the only thing that's lighting up the room right now is the 3 monitors.
Yeah.
Which
Still 3 monitors that are lighting up pretty
yeah, no, it's bright enough for sure. But that being said, I could still see details with this fucking shit alone that I could not see with the normal human eye. So, and 2, you see the distinction, but they're both clearly made out of non-IR reflective materials. Like, so, because if it was that would shit, you wouldn't be able to look through that motherfucker because it would be bright as shit. So, it's just interesting. A lot of people don't think about it.
No. It's definitely cool, though. I need to get one of these. The thing is, I'd be just going around my house for hours just fucking looking at shit for no reason. But I do need to get one still, regardless. Or get this fucking Aurora shit. Gotta save up some muns. Need to sell more merch. I'm gonna say fuck buying a new camera for the podcast, and I'm just gonna buy a fucking night vision cam instead. Quit the podcast, just do night vision con from now on. Yeah, all those patches be glowing like a motherfucker. Well, at least half of them are. Pretty much all the SOE ones glowing like a motherfucker. It's unfortunate. But yeah, not too bad without the IR illumination. And we lost the camera again. That's great. Oh, man. And we're back. But I definitely need to get one of these or some form of night vision. Need to get a fucking job. Or get to the twitching better, make some more mons. So I can buy some night vision.
Did you steal Cheyenne's credit card? Dude, just steal it, dude.
You wouldn't notice.
Fucking steal it,
Fucking,
dude.
it's already on the Amazon account, bro.
Right, dude, just add it on, dude. Just add it on, dude.
No, dude.
Just shut off my night vision device, dude.
You shut it off before you handed it to me.
No way.
Yeah, dude, it was off when you handed it to me.
You didn't turn it on, dude?
I did, then I shut it back off. Because I was checking the patches, bro. All them patches be glowing, dude. Like a motherfucker. Yeah. So that's the thing, though, is I'd just be going around the house if I bought one of them motherfuckers, just looking at everything, seeing what's glowing, dude.
All right, so the first one to go on is the brightest, then it goes down, then it goes down, then it's off.
Yeah.
But still, dude. Again, no latency. I could walk through the woods. I could fucking whatever. I've done it. I could fucking have an IR laser, IR light on a handheld, or not on a handheld, but on a pistol mounted, and still affect. Like I literally, if the house got broken into and the lights were off, dude, I could go down the hallway like this and feel fucking secure, dude. Like I can't perceive a latency. They say when it's actually mounted to your head, as opposed to you actually hand holding it, that you perceive it differently. Mm-hmm. But either way, like I'm here, boom, boom, and especially if I'm shooting off a laser, like I don't see how it's $100 fucking dude. There's no reason. I have this with me every single day. It takes fucking AAA bats, dude. Like, there's no fucking reason not to own this device, dude. The fucking, what is this even called, dude? The Carson Dailies, dude. Shout out to Carson Daly. The Carson fucking Aurora. Isn't it also the Aurora, dude?
Yeah, it's a mini Aurora.
Yeah, the fucking Carson mini Aurora, dude. Yeah, fucking, we're just on a roll for Auroras right now, dude. But, like, for the months, dude. Just, this is bare minimum. You could have this in an admin pouch, a GP pouch. You could have it in your fucking pocket. I keep it in my fucking EDC bag every day. Again, this is a Mil-Spec Monkey Tactical Tailor Collaboration Adapt Pack. You can bolt it straight into a plate carrier, or you could use it as an assault pack, an everyday bag, whatever the fuck it is that you want. It is non-IR reflective, although it is a lighter color, so, you know, whatever, but it blends in an urban jungle, in my opinion. Yeah, right. You could buy the fucking op mod version, dude. I fucking didn't give me the option. I bought it, said it was in stock, waited 6 months, never came.
Shipping and returns, bro.
Yeah, because you never fucking get it, dude. So they don't have to fucking ship it, which is why you don't have to pay for it.
And you also don't have to return it. Because it's in stock.
They've got it all. That's what it said last time, dude. Fucking fuck Amazon and Jeff Bezos and all that shit, but fucking go to Amazon and buy the bitch. It's the same thing. It's gray instead of black, and it's the same price, dude. And you'll actually fucking get it. And you know what? You'll get it way fucking quicker.
Walmart, bro?
No way.
Walmart's
got the night vish on deck, bro.
Saturday, March 11th.
Damn, son. Where'd you find this shit at? The fucking Walmart night vish, dude. But realistically,
surprisingly does stock night vision.
Well, because of the hunting and shit, like cheap shit, of course.
But like it's cheap shit, but like still. It's funny to me.
Well, they're a FUD comp, dude. So like, you need the night vision so you can see your prey while you're hunting.
Yeah.
Which you know, but like the fucking $100, dude. If everybody shows up to the boog and they don't have at least this shit in their fucking pock somewhere, you're fucked up, dude. You're fucking it up, dude. There's no reason that you can't even if you got to save up 6 months to afford the extra $100 to buy this fucking thing, I think it is worth it, dude. Yeah. Because you can see out to basically about 100 meters, 100 yards, whatever, in the dark. It's got a built-in IR illuminator, and you could still use lasers, IR lights, handheld, weapon-mounted, whatever. Like, obviously, you're going to have to hold the shit up to yourself, but if you're using a handgun, who cares? You should be training with the one hand, you know, on the handgun anyway. Both hands, support side, strong side. Really, there should be no weak side. But, I mean, there's no reason not to do it, I would argue. There's no reason not to have the capability, even if it's simply just for you to be able to navigate your way through a dark environment to get to the other side away from a fight, and you're not ever intending to use this in an engagement, which obviously it's not viable, not optimal, but you can get it done. India, not the arrow, and this is giving you the option to even send that arrow because at least you know where it's going. So, something, I would argue. Something, dude, you know? Again, even if it's a quality white light, Streamlight, or Surefire, period, but after that, if you're looking for the next step, this is the low end of it, and it goes up from there. But this should be attainable for everybody. buy night vision and or thermal capabilities, people. Please. Everyone else has them. And by everyone else, I mean the people that mean to tyrannicize your entire existence. They're coming in with full kit that we paid for. So the least we can do is at least be able to see them coming. $100 or $600 or $1,200 or whatever the fuck amount of bucks it is. You can't put a price on life and liberty, in my opinion. And again, if you have the money, don't cheap out. Get the real deal. Get the whatever you can, the best you can afford. But you can buy all the nice shit that you want. It means jack shit. I'd rather take a dude that knows what he's doing with $100 fucking whatever the fuck than a dude who fucking bought a PVS 14 or even dual tubes and fucking never turned them on, never wore them. It's not mounted to a helmet. It's not adjusted properly for his fucking eye relief, and he's gonna throw up the first time he puts them on. You know, so it's all relative. But at least have the option, at least have the capability, set yourself up for success, to live as constitutionally as you feel comfortable. And being able to see in the dark, you're accessing a whole nother 50% of your life, dude.
Yep.
You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be alone. You don't have to be cooped up in the house. You can be outside, seeing everything and anything, anywhere. At any given time.
Most times you're outside in the woods, you'd hope to be alone.
Right, but you're not. No. But at least with thermal or night vision, you can properly defend yourself in time, hopefully. Right. So, I don't see a downside, honestly. Especially when it comes to some shit like this.
Does Skinwalks give out a thermal signature, bro?
That I don't know. You might know. Gianni might know the answer to that. Supposedly he's gonna be here for the next app when we're live. I guess he only comes around when we're live, dude, because that's when you get the most interaction, the most clout. Mm-hmm. He's just here to steal the clout, so
that's all it is.
Typical.
Yeah,
but he needs it, so I mean, I don't mind, and I got plenty to go around.
Apparently, you needed it the other night. So
what?
The clout.
No, I was just fucking with you, dude, because like. But it clearly affected you. Clearly, you got mad about the fucking shameless self-promotion. He was big salt about it.
Dude, not even, bro. I felt honored, you know?
He was mad to think that some people might.
The clout that was had, and the clout that could be gained.
The clout that could be gained, he said, by fucking old, what's his name?
The Jack of Pots,
dude. The Jack of Pots, dude. Yeah, dude. How many views does he have, or subscribes?
I don't even know.
Or follows, or whatever the fuck?
Enough.
Shout out to the Jack of Pots, dude. Shout out to the McDudes. That literally, I honestly, like, that might have been the one and she's still streaming,
bro.
Thirsty, dude. But like, that might be the one and only time ever in the history of ever that I Miss You from Blink-182 was played on the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, definitely.
And we were a part of that. This is history, bro, right now, in the making, dude. GoldenEye. Does he just have a bunch of random bullshit games that he plays? Why do you not play, like, a single game, dude?
This is how you keep it interesting.
Nah, get on Tarkov, dude. Fuck this shit.
It's got 578 files, dude.
Okay. I have 53. But I don't have the concurrent watch people. No. So I need 3 people concurrently watching me for an average of however often I stream to be able to get the actual affiliate, which means that they play advertisements over my videos and then I can make money off of it. I don't care about the money, but
once you hit affiliate, can you lose that affiliate?
I don't know, honestly. I would assume probably, but I don't know. But at the same time, too, it'd probably be more cumbersome for them to keep track of everybody that is affiliate, not affiliate, is affiliate, not affiliate. So maybe you don't.
I'm sure they got a program that does that.
Right.
I'm sure it's not a person going through and watching everything.
Well, of course. But still, you know, how many millions of people are on Twitch? How many millions of people within a day's time span back and forth between affiliate and not affiliate? So, I don't know. Maybe. I'm sure. Probably. But I don't know. Either way, I mean, it's a way to meet new people. It's a way to spread ideas. It's a way to get some content out there that people are seeing. And again, like, yeah, we're playing Tarkov and we're fucking around and like we're having a good time and that's like our stress relief and whatever. Like we're chilling, we're hanging out with the boys, but at the same time, we're still talking about shit like this. We're still talking about real gun shit, real gear shit, real fucking whatever, and it just so happens to coincide so nicely with the game because the game is based on reality and all the real gun and gear shit and bullet drop and everything else. So, and two, I mean, in a real roundabout way, and we've talked about it before on the nerdy aspect, like, you are practicing your communication. You are practicing your situational awareness. You are practicing fucking keeping an eye out and scanning an area and getting, you know, hold of targets. And when you are fucking playing under night vision, it sucks, right? Like, so you have to get used to seeing the lasers, fucking aiming off the lasers, having a smaller field of view, fucking whatever it is. So you're not, in a way, training in a sense that you're on the range live fire or even dry fire with the real deal equipment, but you're programming your mind to be at least accustomed to it. Yeah. And I think it does have a benefit. Plus, it's just cool and it's fun, it's whatever, and it, you know, but at the same time, it's the same thing. Like, I work in a gun shop and do all that. Yeah. I also do the YouTube thing all about guns. So everything that I do feeds itself. It's a revolving door of everything that I love and everything that I know and everything that I care about. And it funds itself. It helps create itself and pontificates pretentiously but patriotically upon itself. And with the gaming thing, it's just an extension of that. We're potentially reaching more people that were maybe just exclusively into the gaming side of things, but then because they hung her out in a couple fucking streams and like we're talking about whatever, and then they're like, oh, you know, maybe we should get some guns in real life. Maybe this is cool in real life. Maybe we start fucking, you know, whatever it is. And that is over time, at least, what I think makes a difference. And if you could reach a larger market and get on board more people that, you know, are like-minded, even if they don't realize that they are at first, I think that's how you make the difference. So either way, we're in it for the long haul. I am, at least. And, you know, it's a good time. It's fun. Get to hang out. And again, I'm a nothing nobody from nowhere. I got fucking 53 followers on Twitch, which I guess for how long I've been doing it is okay. But also it's only, I mean, I got 26 point something on YouTube. And I can only get 50 people to subscribe on Twitch or whatever. And a lot of the people, I feel like, too, because I went through and looked through all the names, like, there's definitely some people from YouTube, and shout out to y'all. But there's a lot of people that aren't. And so hopefully maybe then those people are seeing the links on the Twitch page that are leading them to my YouTube, and they're checking that out, and then they're checking this out, and then, like, you're planting that seed. Hey, maybe you should get some night vision. Maybe you should have some plates. Maybe you should, you know, make sure you have your gun zeroed. Maybe your fighting rifle should actually have fucking iron sights on it. Maybe little shit like that, while it might not directly make a difference that is so drastic that affects things instantaneously, maybe it's a trickle effect down the line that maybe then too. And again, I'm a nothing nobody from nowhere. And most of the shit that I say is just regurgitation of things that I've learned from other people that are far more wise than I. But if I can pass that along in some way, shape, or form to somebody that's new to this, somebody that's misled to this, or somebody that, whatever it is, if I can help in any way to either get you more squared away as a self-sustaining individual or have you exercise more of your freedoms each day that goes by, that's what the fuck I do this for. So, either way, overall, like, I just think as many places as you can be, you should be. And obviously there's the core places. There's Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is. Like, you gotta be on those places because that's where everybody's at. And if we're trying to make a difference for the future, it's going to take place with the people that are in the middle, the people that are on the fence, the people that are undecided, or maybe even, God forbid, we change some minds of some people that are completely diametrically opposed to our beliefs. But by continuing the struggle, by continuing to get out there and do what we do and just be normal people and showcase that we are normal people, but we also care about these things that are far greater than us, because that's what it really is. The shit that we care about is for everybody, bro. Like, I don't care who you are. You can be BLM and Antifa and this, that, and the third. Like, I want your rights to be just as respected as mine are. Just stop trying to shit on my rights, dude, because then it's an issue. But if we could have that for everybody, I don't have to agree with you. We could be completely and totally in opposition. but at least we still have the right to be, and that's the moral to the story. So either way, I don't know. We've gone on far too long at this point, I guess. Shout out to the McDudes. Shout out to the fucking, what's his name? The Jackopotamus. Shout out to the that's me.
Yeah.
Shout out to the tactical_scales. Shout out to the terribly_tactical_ on the Twitch. Make sure you check it out. Links will be in the description box below. Check all the links in the description box below, especially the first three. Remember, motherfuckers, iGold is in Illinois on March 29th. Bank of Springfield Center, 10:30. Show starts at 11:30. Then after that, we march on the cap. Talk to your representatives or whatever. If you're from Illinois, or even if you're not, if there's not several thousand people there this year, I don't fucking know what's happening, dude. I might stop going to that too. Like, I don't, like, there's what. So I know it's weird, it's random. I didn't really see. I'm subscribed to all, and I'm a busy dude, so maybe I missed it. But like, I didn't see too much, like, propaganda pushing that, hey, it's iGold, make sure you show up, like, which is weird, especially considering what's going on. But I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna make an individual separate video on it on my channel, and just to remind people, I mean, the clock is ticking. We've got fucking 21 days or 20 days or whatever the fuck, less than 20. What is it? The 29th?
Yeah.
So we have 20 days. We have 20 days from today. Who knows? But I don't seem personally that optimistic because, again, I myself, who tries to be in tune with this shit, I've not seen much on it. Yep. And you know what would be nice, too? If all these people that supposedly care about the Second Amendment, like the guns and grifters, or I mean the guns and gadgets, or the whoever the fuck it is, like, they've got to be somewhat in tune with this shit, or at least supposedly supposed to be that's a weird way to say it, supposedly are in tune with what. Either way, like, maybe with his following, he did put out a video. Hey, Illinois has got this fucking March for the Rights going on March 29th, fucking 2023. Maybe you should go check it out. You should subscribe to fucking whoever. You should go check, you know, if you're close enough, show up. If not, maybe you donate a couple bucks to the I.S.R.A, whatever. How much of an effect could that change? Yeah. Just because he has the reach, and I would argue has the reach for ill-gotten means. Like, I don't know that he actually deserves it because I've never seen his ass leave the chair. I seen my ass leave the chair. I come here to give you the fucking sit rep on it after the fact. But either way, you know, the fucking regardless. But make sure you guys are doing what you can, even if it's just purely civil disobedience. Do not go along with the flow. Buck the system every single chance you get. Make sure you live as constitutionally comfortable as you feel, and you should put a Snuggie on, motherfucker, because there's no reason you shouldn't feel living like it's 1776 in today's day and age, even though it's 2023. And if we got back to that, we'd probably be a little bit better off. So remember that. Try and exercise that. Night vision, probably a good thing. If you don't have plates even yet, get some fucking plates. Ferro Concepts, T-Rex Arms, AC1, Cry Precision, whoever the fuck. What?
Stop hitting the mic, goddammit. You already dropped it.
Listen, dude, I fucking paid for this bitch mostly, so I could do whatever the fuck I want.
I still paid more.
No, you didn't, dude. You're lying, dude. Taxation is theft, so that doesn't count because you didn't technically pay for it. They robbed you. They robbed you, dude. You didn't willingly pay for it, so technically, what I gave was more noble because I knew what I was paying for.
I did willingly pay for it.
No, he didn't, dude. He was bitching. He's still bitching to this day. Either way, people, get your shit squared away, please, for one, okay? You need multiple magazines. If you live in Illinois and you are under the assault weapons ban, which you currently are, do not pay for your rights. That makes them a privilege. But whatever, you do what you want. It's a free cunt. But you could just go out of state and get parts, pieces, magazines, whatever you want. I hear that Indiana is asking for IDs now, at least the border parts of Indiana. Because I guess they were threatened by the state of Illinois. I don't know what the fuck the state of Illinois could do to them. Right, but apparently they're going along with it, which is pathetic. But either way, dude, buy a 3D printer. It's fucking less than $200 on Amazon. You could buy fucking night vision for $6, a 3D printer for $2, and have everything you ever fucking wanted at your disposal, motherfuckers. Just do it. Stop being afraid. Stop living by the ink on the paper that they put down because it's set up to make you fail every single time. Stay tuned. Stay safe. Stay dangerous. We'll see you on the next episode. Every 5 we go live.
Yeah.
We'll be live.
Peace out, motherfuckers.